Now to our continued coverage of EBT theft. There's a money crime on the rise in California that's hurting families in need and all of us taxpayers.
We're talking about EBT theft and how low-income Californians enrolled in CalFresh or CalWorks get their monthly stipend. ABC 10's Bridget Biorlo live from outside the California Department of Social Services this morning. Bridget, how big is this problem? How are thieves doing this?
Walt, you might be listening to this story thinking, I don't get EBT benefits, this doesn't affect me. Not true, it does affect you. It affects all of us taxpayers because when this money is stolen, the state needs to replace it. And where do they get the funds? Taxpayer dollars. So if you're a tax-paying citizen in California, this will have an impact on you, especially on those low-income families that rely on these EBT benefits to keep the lights on, put food on the table. More than $86 million has been stolen in this program in just under 2 years. And it's a problem that some say is only getting worse. Take a look at your screen. This is a man in the act committing one of these crimes. Thieves do this by something called skimming. That's where someone installs a device in an existing card reader that steals information from the magnetic strip with every swipe. Other thieves rob through phishing scams. When this happens, it can sometimes take an entire month just to get that money replaced by the state, and some families tell us they just don't have that kind of time to wait.
Losing our electric is extremely high, and at that point we also lose our Section 8 housing, which means we also lose our house. As a man, as a father of children and a husband, I mean, it was defeat.
I was taught a phrase long ago that if it's predictable, it should be preventable. I don't know how many times we have to repeat this before we actually take action, because people are losing confidence in government. And these are the circumstances that validate that lack of confidence.
As you just heard, their lawmakers are frustrated by these scams as well that are hurting the state's bottom line, taxpayers, and these victims as well. And it's not the first time, Walt. As you know, the state has dealt with something like this, especially during the pandemic. $20 billion in EDD benefits were stolen. So it's an ongoing issue. People want a solution. Walt?
Well, I guess for any people who are at the gas station or using their card at the bank, and in this case the EBT, what can we all do to protect ourselves from being victimized here?
Well, make sure your card, for starters, Walt, has a chip reader. That's something the state is looking to implement for these EBT cards. They don't have a timeline of when that change will come, but if you do have one of these cards, the state recommends in the short term to change your PIN code as soon as possible, especially right before you know those benefits are going to be hitting your card. That's most likely when thieves are going to strike. So something to keep in mind, keep that PIN code changed and fresh. Walt?
Okay, good tip, Bridget Biorlo. Thank you.